and you're welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at something quite interesting. Today we're taking a look at a new series which has come out on the YouTube, and it is called The Amazing Digital Circus. I did do some TikToks on it the other day, and it is on YouTube, and we are going to be looking at the pilot because that is the only episode that is out right now. It is 25 minutes long, so it is an easy watch, and you can bang it out pretty much straight away. It is made by Glitch on YouTube, who also makes a series called Death Robots, which is another series that I'm going to watch and review on the channel at a later date. But here is the Amazing Digital Circus, and it is quite popular, and I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible, because I think it is really good, and it is not as popular as other people may think, and I want to let everyone know about it so then they can go watch it for themselves. So again, it is on YouTube, it is free to watch, it is 25 minutes long, and it is made by a channel called Glitch, and it does have some merch about it already. We have Jax and the Jester as plushes already, we have some pins of the Teeth character, and we also have some posters for this show as well. The animation style is like a 3D computer art with very different styles. There is 3D models, there is 2D models, and it is this big circus thing. And basically how the story goes is the Jester character appears in this strange world after her human character put on goggles, like this VR headset, and then her consciousness got transferred to the Amazing Digital Circus. Each character here, from Ragatha, the ragdoll, the guy made up of squiggles and shapes, the two masked person, like the play person, Kinga, the king chess piece, Jax the rabbit. These are all people who put on the goggles, put on the Amazing Digital Circus goggles, and got their soul trapped in the game. But we are taking a look at following the new character which shows up, which is the Jester, and she gets shown around by the Teeth character. She gets given a name by the Teeth character because he's the one that sort of runs the circus and is in control of the entire circus. And they have to do an intro every day, and every day they also get an adventure to go on to keep them from going insane, keep them occupied, keep them busy, keep them doing stuff, so then they don't go crazy, because if they go crazy, something bad happens. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats, and rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats, and rats made me crazy. And, yeah, pretty much that's what the Jester's going through. So the quest that they get given after doing the intro, showing the Jester around and giving her a name, they then decide to get given an adventure to sort of show the Jester how it's done. And the Teeth person brings these random shapes, squares, circles, triangles, which have to be captured because they're stealing parts of the circus. Jax then takes charge as the Teeth guy disappears and puts basically Kinga, the chess piece, and the theatre guy in charge of collecting them, whilst the other three go and get the clown, which is in their room. Again, it is showing more around for the Jester, but she also sees a door, which no one else sees except the clown. And the Jester is adamant that it's a dream and she'll wake up soon. She keeps trying to pull off the mask. Jax is very sarcastic, and he's my favourite character. He's the purple bunny, and he is the best character. He reminds me of Angel Dust from Helluva Boss, a film review coming on that later date. But they finally get to the clown's room, they open the room, and he's gone crazy. He's lost his mind, and he's turned into this sort of massive glitch, where if you go crazy and lose your mind, you turn into a glitch, because the computer system cannot handle you losing your mind and going crazy. He then infects Ragatha the ragdoll, and she starts glitching out and going crazy. The Jester tries to help her by grabbing her hand, and it infects her hand. She then runs away, because she starts getting chased. Jax ran away a while ago. As soon as he opened the door and saw that it was glitch, he was off, he was gone, and he ends up with King and the theatre dude in this big hole where the there's this big slug which is being fed all the different parts of the circus by these little creatures. And going back to the jester, she manages to lose the glitch and she goes back to Ragatha to help her, but then Ragatha tells her to go find Kane because there's literally nothing she can do. Kane is the teeth guy, so she goes opening loads of different doors trying to find this teeth guy, and it is insane. She then sees an exit door and decides to leave, and she gets put in this labyrinth of offices, and she runs through it, and there is a really old and rusted computer which she sees, which she stops and pauses to look at for a second before going crazy, sort of losing her marbles and sort of continuing through the maze. She then manages to get out the edge of the maze, and she's put in the void, and she's stuck there for a while, which alerts Kane, who then leaves his date with Bubble, which is the Bubble character, his sidekick, to go save her from the void. But by that point, she's been in the void way too long. She's seen some things. She gets brought back. The glitch then defeats the slug, and the glitch gets put into the basement, into basically hell by the teeth guy. He just puts him in the hole, puts him in hell, where there's loads of other different glitches. So that shows that there's been multiple people in there that have gone crazy and haven't managed to find a way out. Everyone comes back for a feast. Jax then says he's hungry, and we learn more about the fact that they don't need to sleep, they don't need to eat, they don't need to do anything because they're in the digital world. They don't need any of that, but you can do that if you choose to, but it's not needed. You don't have to sleep. You can stay awake all the time, but Ragatha likes routine, and it does make you feel like you're still alive and not just stuck in this realm. Then Kane also says that he did fake the exit door and make an exit for everyone because they know how much they want to leave. They know how much they want to sort of get out, but he didn't know what to put at the end of the exit because he didn't know what they were doing. He lives in that digital world. He's part of the digital world. He doesn't know what the outside world looks like. So he just sort of led it to the void, and even he doesn't know what's out there in and beyond the void. So that's very scary. But we also see her losing her mind towards the end of the pilot, and the outro music starts playing, and that's when it ends. So the characters all sort of have these personalities. We have Zigzag, I do believe he's called, which is the bundle of shapes, and he really doesn't give a shit about anything. He doesn't care. He's the sort of emo teen who doesn't give a shit about anything. He just goes along for the adventure. Not really adding anything, just being there, not giving any help, but just being there because you don't want to miss out. Jax is the sarcastic one who doesn't really want to do anything either, but he will do it for himself. If it's for his own gain, he'll do it. But he's very sarcastic. He's quite funny. He's my favourite character. Then we have Ragatha, who is borderline losing her mind, but she's like the mum of the group. She takes care of everyone. Then we have Kane, the crazy teeth guy who leads it all. He's sort of bonkers. And then we have his sidekick of Bubble, who's also crazy, but even more crazy than Kane. And Kane gets annoyed by Bubble quite often. We see that in the show, in the pilot, and it does lead to quite some funny sort of interactions. Tigger has been there the longest, and he's the one who's closest to losing his mind, and he gets scared, and he's very forgetful, and pretty much just standing next to him, he'll forget you're there, and then he'll get jump scared because he notices you. But that does also lead to some funny interactions. And then obviously we have the theatre kid who has the sad mask, and he's just sad all the time. So that's pretty much all the characters. Then we have the jester character called Pomni, and she's a new one, and she's probably going to be the one who gets them out. Hopefully they get out by the end of the show. I don't know, it is just a pilot right now, so it is a nice introduction to the world. The art style is really cool. It's so bright and colourful. There's some funny moments, some serious moments, there's some mystery to it. It's just everything that I like from a series. We don't know what their life was like outside of the digital world. It could be completely different to how we are right now. Could be completely different to anything we've expecting. But they are in this digital realm, and they've forgotten everything about the outside world. So we have no clue to the outside world, but we do have some key points leading to mystery. Who is in that hole? There is so many different glitches in that hole. So how long has this place been running? We also see that old computer in the exit realm, which it stopped at and was a key focus point in part of the show. So what's that significance, and how is that going to affect the rest of the show? And is that the computer they're all inside? And is that the actual exit? We also have characters mistrusting each other. Like, no one believes there's an exit except the clown, but the clown lost his mind looking for that exit. So will Pomni suffer the same fate? Will we see other characters turn into glitches and get thrown into the basement throughout this series? We don't know. But I think it's really funny. For 25 minutes, there is so many good clips. I did get a couple of laughs out of it, and most of the good, funny moments I repost on TikTok, so you will see them quite often. And it will give you a good sort of sense of if you will like the show or not. But yeah, animation's great, voice actors are great. Again, it's another series made by Glitch on YouTube, so I have great things, and we will get, if it's following the same sort of episode release date as Death Robots, I do believe we'll get an episode every 3 months, which is quite a long wait. I do know, but it is one person doing it, and he's putting a lot of time and a lot of effort in, and I'll much more appreciate the longer waits if we do get a good thing at the end of it. Like with a couple of Marvel projects recently, we've had extended waits for it, but it has been quite underwhelming for that wait. I would rather wait longer for it to be more perfect and a lot more built and a lot more rewarding for that wait, if that makes sense. Like Across the Spider-Verse was, that had been pushed back, but it was worth the wait. And this is absolutely an incredible show. I cannot wait to find out more. And there is so much fun out of it already. I'm so surprised. All you guys are so epic on that. You're like so quick to get the art out, and it's so good as well. But I'm going to give the series a good 9 out of 10. It's a good starting point. I would like to learn a lot more about the series and a lot more about the show. So I'm going to give it a 9 because, again, it is only the pilot, and I don't know if the show is going to be better or worse than the pilot. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I have high hopes for this show. I know it's going to be good, and I'm really excited for the rest of it. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. If you do also want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, please do go check out my link tree. It is in my bio, and you can see everything that I have to offer there. I have mentioned TikTok and Instagram in this video, so you can go check me out there. And yeah, please do comment down below any other series you want me to check out, any other YouTube video you want me to review, and other than that, bye-bye.